Hi everybody, welcome. Rob Provencher here from the Wizard of Light Academy, and I want to talk to you today about a very important topic that I call shooting for profits. Very straightforward concept, very important concept, and I've created some visuals that I'm going to show you to help get my point across. So picture, if you will, a pyramid. So on the base of the pyramid we have this red zone. Next zone up, we got that yellow zone, and then we've got a green zone, and then at the very top of the pyramid, we've got a blue zone. Now let's take that visual and let's break it apart and detail each of those areas with important concepts that have to do with photography, shooting for profits, and running a business. So at the very bottom, as you'll notice, the biggest area is where I put paid sessions. So your activity should be and ought to be at that level predominantly. Now, if you're starting out, you've got a ways to go. You're still in the building phases, and that's okay. It's important that you still listen and understand what it is I'm trying to say, because to have a goal to shoot for, it's like a business operations plan. This is sort of what I'm giving you here. It's a very, very important concept. So the next level up would be leads. Now, for example, if you have gift certificates or if you have some affiliation or cross promotion, you're giving away some gifted sessions and whatnot, or you have sessions that you're doing specifically and only for portfolio building, these are all in this category. So it's a much smaller area, still a very profitable area with which to play in. As you can tell, it takes up a very, very large area. Now, the next area is what I call publicity. Now, what I mean by that is when you're shooting free sessions donated and gifted to your community. You want to be careful here. If you switch this around and you end up shooting as many publicity sessions as is paid or in the leads area, you're going to end up working for nothing or near nothing or for peanuts. So you've got to be very selective as to how much of that publicity and exactly what you're going to shoot. So you got to know exactly how much to shoot and specifically what areas you need to shoot in. This is really, really important. When you do this properly, it still takes up a portion of the pyramid. It's a very, very important one. And I believe it's an area that a lot of photographers who are operating as full-time studio owners, they struggle with this one, and some clarity is in order. What to do specifically, and how to really set your publicity shooting goals in proper perspective. The very top of the pyramid is when you're shooting 100% for fun. You know, we see this a lot. A lot of photographers, well, they call themselves photographers. They got a new camera and they're out there shooting just for fun. They're doing some of them are doing some pretty good images. So the goal here is to get a lot of profits going in. That is the goal. There's nothing wrong with that. You're running a business. Every business is in place in order to make profits. Okay, so you don't want to get it this way. Now, see, I've flipped everything around. At the very bottom, we've got fun, publicity leads, and paid sessions. That's not what you want to do. Because when you do that, your profits start to leave the door and they get smaller, smaller, and smaller. Next thing you know, they're gone. So not a good place to go. So you want to keep this in proper perspective and in proper ratios. So when you're photographing paid session, there's a whole realm of areas. You got to watch the market you're operating in. And there's some images from my studio. You know, I photograph fairy sessions and I do Rockstar Day for little boys. These are sessions that are in my marketplace and in pretty much any marketplace. When you're photographing these kinds of sessions, they produce a lot of sales. People want them. People want them, they will line up, they will pay for and call your studio repeatedly over and over and over again. You could be doing architectural photography, families and maternity portraits, of course, those are really, really big ones. Maternity portraits, children, photograph a lot of children in our studio, a lot of engagement sessions, a lot of weddings, and again, a lot of families, especially a lot of multi-generational families. When you're operating at the base of that pyramid in this world, no matter how you go about it, no matter how you market it, no matter how you add your twist, your look, your specific design, it's totally up to you. I'm not going to tell you exactly how to shoot. All I can say, though, you got to be doing a good enough job that people want it. Okay, so you got to look for the right market. tree stumps, sunsets, beautiful sceneries. Not a whole lot there. And of course, I threw in some baby pictures there because that's another area we really have a dominant force in our area. We photograph a lot of the baby's first year wall panels, and when you're looking at markets like that and you're producing this kind of a marketing concept, it resonates with the market. Okay, so this is all part and parcel of the pyramid, that base level of the pyramid. Okay, and there's some promotions for our Fairy Day, just to give you a couple of insights of how that is working and how we work it in our studio. Okay, so again, there's your pyramid. That's how you want to end up shooting and operating. You want to be photographing predominantly as the basis, paid sessions. Now, you know, you can shoot for fun. Sure. People ask, well, can I shoot for fun? What about just for fun? Yeah, absolutely. Keep that in mind, okay? You don't want to be shooting 100 or 95% of the time for fun, unless it's just a hobby. And if it's a hobby, that's cool, no problem. There's a picture. Now I'm going to give you some ideas of when to shoot for fun. There's a picture of my daughter, okay? Shot it for fun, right? She's not a paying client. I love her dearly, and I wanted to be able to create something different and something very visual. So I got her up on her horse, so, you know, we planned it just like a real session. So it was a lot of fun, and I got to play, you know. When I travel, I'm always shooting. So I suggest you do the same thing. When you're traveling, I'm bringing the camera with me. Often I bring my D800. Oftentimes I'll bring my G12, my Canon G12, which is a point and shoot on steroids, I call it. But I'm always shooting because I just love shooting. I'm constantly posting my images on Facebook when I'm on a vacation and holiday, but I'm always practicing because I love photography and I love to just have fun at times with photography. So, and there's another time that you want to, you know, shoot just for fun, and that is when you're trying to mimic or swipe a certain idea from another photographer. These are images that I swiped from a photographer from Holland. I love his style. So I've borrowed some of the images. I've created contact sheets for my swipe file for inspiration. I'm not going to steal them 100% wholesale, but I am going to borrow the ideas, make them my own. So find something or someone or a look that you love, and you get to play it, have fun with that specific look. Okay, now here's an image. Sorry, you know, I don't mean to offend anybody. I just grabbed it online. I have no idea who these are. Nice looking family. Handsome looking couple, beautiful looking kids. But I was looking at this and I was thinking, okay, there's a picture that looks like that. Whoever shot it, no control, no, this is not a portrait that would necessarily go on the wall. So if you're shooting and you're trying to get up to the level of, you know, and I talk about the 3 levels. If you haven't seen it, go into the blog, watch the video where I talk about the 3 levels. This would be level 1. Just saying. Okay, same thing, studio shot. Okay, kind of scattered. Dad looks real serious. It's kind of almost there, but got a ways to go. It's not bad actually. It's not, you know what I mean. All right, so that's it. That's all I got to say about that. So keep it in mind, the pyramid. Keep your priorities in proper order, and know when to shoot for fun, when to shoot for publicity, when to shoot for leads, and when to shoot paid sessions, because you're always building your business towards getting as many paid sessions that you want that'll match your goals. All right, thanks guys. I'm signing off. Take care. Hope I've given you something to think about and some useful advice. Take care.